morning, everybody.
Tired.
Welcome to another episode of Bourbon and Booze. It's Friday. It's cocktail hour. This is the time that we either give you a traditional cocktail that everybody likes or that we want to try, or we come up with some sort of off-the-wall craziness that comes out of Cody's brain.
It's hit or miss. Sometimes it's good.
Yeah. Depends on how fast that hamster's running.
It's pretty slow today, so we're getting poisoned.
So if you like what we do, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. It does mean a lot to us. We do videos every day at noon, and Fridays are always a good time. So today is another one of those out of your brain type of things. You come up after cocktails. We filmed last week's cocktails. You come up and stay after everything's cleaned up and start making your own cocktails, and you start trying things. And sometimes I come home from work and you're at my house. I don't know how you got in, but you're at my house in the bar making cocktails.
Well, sometimes it's like a spark of inspiration. First recipe, you're like, this is good. Just slight tweaks, one more, and it's perfect.
We did
Other
learn
recipes, no.
We did learn last week, on last week's recipe, which was the Odin's funeral, that we probably need to try it several times before we present it to you, because it was great the first time, and
It was still good.
it's still really good, but it wasn't what we remembered.
Yeah, and I think we did you put an antidote in the video that is probably the barrel aged?
Yeah, I think I did. So
We said it on the video.
this is a new one that is rum-based, and we don't do a lot of rum-based cocktails. We do every once in a while, but most of them are gin or whiskey.
Well, it's
And a few vodkas, but this is a rum base. So let's go ahead and...
more cream to violet base.
Or cream divide. Tell us what you got.
What do we go with? The Muddy Beach.
The Muddy Beach.
Came up with that like after so much effort.
Yes. Inspiration right away.
So we're going to start off with 1.5 ounces of rum for the alcohol, and it's...
A silver rum. Just a cheap, inexpensive silver rum. We're using Calypso.
which is new to us, but it's fairly good.
It's not bad for... Ooh-wee, I just yawned. Sorry. It's not bad for the cost. It's pretty inexpensive.
$11.99.
So 1 ounce of rum.
1.5 ounces.
1.5 ounces of rum.
Oh, I should probably do.
He's making 2, so 3 ounces of rum. And no, we haven't started drinking yet.
Well, I did, but
Oh, okay. Yes, I haven't.
I'm also tired.
Yeah, I just got home from work. I'm tired.
And then 1 ounce of cream to violet.
1.5 ounces of rum and 1 ounce of a silver rum. And I think silver is important because of the coloring aspect we're looking for
Well, and the flavor.
and the flavor. And so an ounce of cream to violet, which is going to give it a nice kind of purpley color.
And then 1/2 ounce of lime juice.
1/2 ounce of fresh squeezed lime juice.
Yeah, fresh squeeze, see?
See, he's squeezing it.
And should we... I'll just make it the full one. I was
Okay.
going to do a presentation, but it's just easier to make
Did
it.
you put a full ounce because 2 drinks?
Yes.
Okay.
And then 3/4 ounce sweet vermouth.
3/4 ounce sweet vermouth. 1.5 ounces of rum, 1 ounce of cream to violet, 1/2 ounce of lime juice, and 3/4 ounce of sweet vermouth.
And it definitely matters on the sweet vermouth. It has to be sweet vermouth and not regular vermouth that didn't taste as good.
Want some ice?
Yep, and then ice.
Well, ice, he's going to try shaking it in the Boston shaker. Right? Boston shaker?
Whatever this is.
Okay, shake it up. Strain it into cocktail glass of your choice. We chose to use the coupes. And now you understand why we call it the Muddy Beach. It's getting a nice between that creme de violet and the
Brownish red.
brown vermouth. We're getting that kind of a muddy,
We got dirty water.
dirty water.
It is the most unappetizing cocktail we have done on the episode so far.
I imagine it would be fine visually if there was like
And then
some garnish, like a lemon or lime garnish. Top with a little club soda.
Tonic water.
Tonic water.
which I think it's already gone flat, even though it hasn't sat there that long. But it's also for the flavor.
So this is the Muddy Beach. It may not look like much. I mean,
it looks terrible.
It's
but
very
it tastes
dark
good
on yours. It might be a really good Halloween-y type of thing. And like I say, just a little bit of garnish to liven it up a little, like a lemon cut or lime.
I think the only garnish you could do would be to hide this behind a dark glass.
It tastes really good.
Kind of like a sweet tart candy. Mm-hmm. That's what I was kind of going for, because the creme de violet is like a, I don't know, purple flavored sweet candy. It's very sweet. And then the sweet vermouth is tart. And then the lime juice.
Am I just absolutely crazy? Or is my coupe glass leaning?
It's leaning. It's leaning a lot.
How did that happen?
Was it not leaning before?
No, there's two of them leaning.
Yeah, that one's leaning. Must have just been out of the case and just first time you notice it. It's like, whoop.
The Leaning Tower of Muddy Beach.
Yes. We could call it grosser names, but we don't want to, make
it's
you lose
actually,
your
on
appetite.
camera, it probably looks really dark. It's actually, you can see through it.
Gray background, though, probably.
Yeah. You can actually see through it. It's not completely, it's like a tinted window kind of grayish. It tastes great. I was really worried about the vermouth because vermouth gives that kind of bitterness, and with the tonic
it goes
too.
well. The sweet vermouth and sweet things go well together. And
the tonic and the vermouth was kind of iffy, but it turned out really well. I think the lime juice was perfect to it. It is a rum based, so it's got a little bit less of a martini kind of aspect.
Yeah, it's more of a tropical drink.
But it is really good. I would also imagine that if you're not too keen on this color liquid aspect, you can also almost make a slushy out of it, a frozen drink with ice.
Blended muddy water?
It just give it a different color.
Yeah, I tried so hard. I tried regular vermouth. I tried lowering it. Any amount of the sweet vermouth instantly changes it to brown, greeny color.
And I don't think there's a clear vermouth out there.
Not in sweet, or not that I know of. Their regular vermouth, dry vermouth, is clear, but it doesn't taste the same. I tried. It just doesn't have that sweet tart factor, because it tastes like a sweet tart.
Yeah. One of the things you can also do is kind of make a show out of it, because he had actually mixed them and bar spooned the creme de violet over it, and it gave a really cool kind of multi-color shade. And what'd you do? Bullet? Rye?
Yeah. Actually better not with it, but it's still not bad.
Yeah, I like the original.
Yeah, the original is better, but it's not terrible. Yeah, I did one different where I mixed it in layers and then stirred it up, which was almost the same thing, but without the vermouth, and then it kind of evolved into this. But you can also mix it as a full purple drink. Looks good, tastes okay. It's got a little bit too sharp acidiness from the lemon juice or the lime juice. And then when you add this, it balances it all out. But when you add that, it turns it brown. So what I did was I made it all purple, then added that, and then it turned brown and gross looking, but tastes better.
I think it's fine. I like it. Tell us what you think. What kind of additives or changes should you make to it? But this is called The Muddy Beach by Bourbon and Booze. It's an original. Just go ahead and give us some hints. Send us some ideas for other cocktails you'd like us to try. We're more than willing. Make sure you watch all of our other videos, Mondays to Friday. Mondays we do oddities like rums, and the creme de violet could actually be an episode when we do aperitifs and mixers. But stuff like that that's not whiskey. Tuesday and Thursday is whiskey or flavored whiskeys, always our favorite drink of choice for most of us. Wednesdays, coffees. We always do a really unique craft coffee. We've done mainstream coffees, but we try to choose a lot of craft coffee, regional coffees, or kind of specialized coffees. Those are all coming to an end. We are going to start pushing some teas out there, because we have a lot of unique teas and craft teas and teas from far off places. So we'll push some teas in there. And of course, on Friday is cocktails, which means a lot to us.
Yeah.
And as soon as we're done here, he's probably going to start concocting for later. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. It does mean a lot. Check out Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok, as well as our merchandise. And one more thing. Can somebody please explain to me why I have 2 coupe glasses that are leaning? We store them upside down with the stem up.
And they're hand washed, not dishwasher.
And they're hand washed. They've never been in dishwasher. They're fairly brand new.
It probably just says the first time you notice it because it's facing this direction instead of.
But we do definitely have
direction.
2 that are crooked.
So you don't notice it this way.
So let us know if that's an issue.
You notice it that way.
Yeah.
That's so bad too.
It's weird. They're not expensive coupes, but
yeah, and it's not going to affect it. It still sits flat.
Well, I'm worried that it's going to crack or something. So tell us what you think.
I wonder if they're all leaning.
All right.
Oh, they kind of are.
Happy Friday. And for all of you out there that celebrate the holiday this weekend, happy holiday for this weekend. And we will be back next week with a whole bunch of stuff. And I believe somebody's birthday's coming up, so we might have a special cocktail next week for his birthday.
I hadn't actually thought about that. Damn it, now you put pressure on me.
Oh, yeah, lots of pressure. All right. Have a great weekend.
Wait, technically that's this one.
Oh, I guess it is.
The Muddy Beach is my birthday cocktail, apparently.
See you guys later. Bye.